the ambiance. They enjoyed everything about Lahaina Gallery, and it was really. I respect these two people a lot. I've known them for 30+ years, and it was very enjoyable to hear their comments, and they were all very favorable.
What other bad stuff did they say about the other towns?
Well, they're not the kind of people that would speak badly,
okay.
but you know, we had an enjoyable time.
When I was introduced to these people, they went out of their way to compliment Jim and myself and whoever else, Bruce, everybody, all of the artists, about how an incredible collection of artists that we represent were, and you know, we know that everything is in transition. There are new buyers out there, and we're a little bit traditional, but it's very hard to turn around and just reinvent yourself overnight. You know, as a gallery, we have an image, we have a certain integrity in terms of what we think is what the core should be within the collection, and we are transitioning. I mean, you know, we brought in Lori Wiley, and now she's probably the hottest seller that we have on the island of Maui right now. You're going to see later today something that some of you got a glimpse of it the other night, but it's going to be a whole new thing, and I think it's going to be very interesting for people. Not from Lori, no. I wonder if our guest has been calling and can't get in.
I don't think so.
Well, I didn't have my phone. I'm going to turn my phone on just in case.
Bruce is downstairs in the back door.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
All right,
open.
good.
Oh, listen, is Chip going to open gallery then at Wailea since he's not going to be here?
Jeff is
Yes,
not going to
it's
be
his
here,
show.
and neither is Chris.
It's his shift.
Neither is Ellie or
Virginia.
And Virginia,
Yeah.
too. Yeah, Virginia did did send an email in. I guess you all know that because of the announcement that was put out, that we're prepared and ready to really start marketing the special events calendar. I'm going to ask Patrice to say a few words as well, but to get started, I think this is an incredibly important piece of information for you to use. It can be used in the gallery, and it can be mailed to select people. And keep in mind that, you know, the main reason why we do special events is to provide a new collection of artwork from artists that are selected to participate in these events, to show for the first time, and to bring our major collectors of these artists to these shows so that they have the first opportunity to buy this new collection of work. It's almost guaranteed that if you get a ready, willing, and able buyer to the show, that they're going to buy something. I mean, there have been a few exceptions, but very, very few exceptions to the rule. And in many, many cases we have, I mean, I can't even begin to even guess how many people have spent over $100,000 at a show. You know, we have one, as you all know, and I continue to want to remind Patrice and everybody else that, you know, you can have $1 million show, which happened with one client. So these are the dynamics of the shows, and with the collection, along with what we do for these events, I think really create a catalyst for selling art. Now, each event is different, and obviously the artists are different, and they appeal to different people. As an example, we have an event in Santa Barbara, and we have two great artists, Luongo and Campanile. But what else do we have to offer in terms of marketing an event in Santa Barbara besides just the art? Patrice?
Santa Barbara is beautiful. I mean, we had a show there. What year was that? That was quite a few years.
Two shows.
Two
Two
shows, yeah. But you know, what a lovely place to go, and the clients enjoyed it so much. And, you know, every single place. I mean, Santa Barbara has the wine country. The wine country has the wine country, Napa Valley and Sonoma, but two very different places. And you know, it's great for clients to experience these things with a group of artists, and think, you know, I mean, most of you guys are seasoned with the shows and events, but for people that are new here, like Annalie and Stephanie and Mark, who haven't been to any of our major events, you know, this is where, you know, when we talk about trust between you and your client, this is where you build it, you know, at venues like this, because you have the time in a more social setting to really connect and bond with your clients. And really, for me, that's been what it's been all about as far as building my relationship with my clients, has been at the events.
And fun,
you know,
and,
it's
and
super
value for the weekend. I mean, when you consider that, what the cost of these weekends would be to an individual if they were just to go there, a couple, to spend 3 nights in a hotel, to wine and dine themselves, let alone having it choreographed in such a way that they're, you know, that they're getting the best of what probably the region has to offer. It would cost them thousands of dollars
Well,
to
not
do
only
that.
that, you know, I always explain to people that you can't, you couldn't go there on your own and buy an experience like this, because,
Right.
you know, the settings that we do it, we go to artists' private homes and studios and things like that are also really unique. And, you know, we'll buy out, you know, a winery and sit in a, you know, lovely shaded grove in a garden overlooking the vineyards and have it all to ourselves, you know, with a catered lunch. And, you know,
And they don't have to worry about anything.
No.
They just get on the bus.
And I think the greatest validation of the events is I tell people, once you sign up for one event, we'll become your official travel agents, because, you know, people who do go to the events go over and over and over to our different events.
Well,
Well, just the wine part perks a lot of people up when you mention
that's
it's
what
an
I was
event
gonna
with
say.
wine,
Well,
yeah.
you know, it's not always just about the art. It's about the experience that they're gonna gain by coming to this. It's a mini vacation for people to come. And, you know, a lot of our clients, what they do have in common with collecting art is they like to go to good restaurants and they like to drink good wine.
Mhm.
Not everybody, but a lot of them do. And this is a natural tie-in. Vancouver, I mean, I've only been there a couple of times now, but this last experience when we were there, I mean, it's truly, for those of you who have not been, one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. Just on the mountains and the lakes and the waterways that are running through the city. I mean, it's an incredibly beautiful place, and wonderful culture there with the Indian and culture that's been established there for obviously
The museum that we went
thousands
to,
of
that
years.
was great. You know,
Yeah.
beautiful contemporary space, but indigenous sculptures, and
Yeah.
it was, everybody really enjoyed that.
And then the experience of, you know, I know that when we have Lyle Sopel in the galleries with his works, we sell his works. So he sells them basically for us. And I can understand, it's a little intimidating if you're not a geologist or know a lot of, I knew it was going to ring. I bet you I know who it is. Hello?
Can I call you back?
Hey, I've got to call you back in about an hour, okay? Thanks.
Let me have that, Ken.
Okay. No, but I'm expecting, I just want to make sure that, that this person doesn't, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the Sopel, part of the event, the art part, it was just, I mean, if we couldn't have, it was similar to what we were doing years ago when we were bringing people to Chesley with Frederick Hart. I mean, it was just, you cannot miss, I mean, the pieces are expensive, so that's the only barrier that really comes into people maybe not buying the art there. But boy, are they intrigued, and do they want to buy it.
It's, you know what, I mean, before we went there, I always, you know, thought Lyle Sopel's work was nice, but I didn't have a deep appreciation for what it was. And I don't think I really understood, you know, the artistry and the you know, everything that he does that went into it. And, you know, I completely